Hello, hello. Hey, how are ya? Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Ryan J. Woohoo! How you doing? I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. For sure. For sure. And if not, my heartstrings go out to you. All right. Today I'm coming to you live. I got a topic and I got some notes because this one I needed to write notes down for, and more often than not I write down notes pretty much all the time. So I've gotten a couple, two, three questions asked and comments of like, you always have a pen in your hat. Yeah, like literally I do. And it's not for this because whatever. I mean, it'd be a way better look to not do that. But that's just my style and that's how I roll with it. And I take a lot of notes. All right. So getting on to the meat and potatoes of the whole deal. I got this new setup where I'm just like lounging in my chair and not behind my desk. And I'm kind of liking it. So, bear with me here. Thanks. All right. I titled this things things to refuse in your life or something like that. All right. So, here it is. 8 things. I'm going to give you 8 things to refuse in your life. I got notes because I can't remember it all, and that's why I write things down. All right, number 1. Refuse to pursue perfection. That means you don't need to make things perfect. I mean, you can spend all day, and all night, and years and weeks trying to make things perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be done. When it's done, then you can go back and correct a couple, 2, 3 problems. But at least you did the damn thing. All right? So you get it? I mean, don't try and be perfect at anything you're trying to do. Just get it done and then go from there. All right. Number 2. Oh. Refuse to let negativity drag you down. Okay. Well, being in a negative mind frame and negative mindset is destructive in its own reason. I mean, okay, you have a personal choice. You can be negative about how you think about things, or you can be positive about how you think about things. Both take the exact same effort to think about. They really do. It doesn't take more effort to think about something negative or more effort to think about something positive. It is the exact same effort. So I don't know why you wouldn't put the switch into thinking about something in a positive light. So don't let negativity get you down. Refuse to let negativity get you down. Go forth with positivity. Go forth with a positive mindset. Key. All right. Number 3. All right, we're on 3. Refuse to let past failures drag you down. All right, what you did in the past is what you did in the past. Yeah, you might have went to college and made some bonehead decisions. Cool. Yeah, you might have messed it up in a couple, two, three business decisions. All right, cool. Yeah, if you're like, and I've done all these, if you have made poor decisions in relationships in the past, mm, yeah. Well, you know what? The past is the past. Do not let that drag you down. Actually, you can use your past because that is part of your story and it is part of who that is made you to be today. Your past and how you messed it up, assuming you did. I mean, I know I did. And I still continue to mess up to this day. But every time I mess up, it's not bringing me down. It's adding to my story of who I am as a person and experience under my belt. Like, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore because I learned from it. Now, learning from it and doing it, that's a different live altogether. But don't let your past bring you down, drag you down. Refuse to accept that. All right, where are we at? Uh, 4, 4 out of 8. Okay. Refuse to allow others to make your decisions. Refuse to allow others to make your decisions. You're your own person. You can take their advice. You can listen to their advice. But you, Ryan, how do you know me? I don't know you. That's why I'm probably not going to give you advice. I'll give you hints, tips, and tricks, but you know, take it as you want it. But don't listen to people when they tell you what you need to do, because it's only you and you alone that knows deep down inside in your heartstrings what is right for you. So, yeah, I agree. It's hard. You want to take that advice, especially from if it's a loved one or a parent or a sister or a brother or like somebody in your close family, and you're like, man, maybe I should listen to them. Well, you know what? Maybe you should reevaluate where that advice is coming from, and does it really match up with what your goals, dreams, and ambitions are? And if it doesn't, don't listen to it. All right, where are we at? Oh, here you go. Refuse to give mental space to self-limiting beliefs. Refuse to give mental space to self-limiting beliefs. All right. That's a good one. I used to always think, and maybe to some certain extent, I still do believe that I'm limited personally. But man, I've found if I just believe it, Or actually, no. I've found if I want it and put action towards it, it will actually happen. So, self-limiting beliefs, uh, that's just on me, and that dives deeper into the psyche of uh, do you really think you can do it? Because I think you can with a positive mental attitude and ambition to get it done and hopes and dreams to make that happen in your life. I think all that erases self-limiting beliefs. Just me personally, you know. If you want some one-on-one time, throw it in the comments, throw me a DM, I'll pump you up. I'm here to pump you up, literally. Okay, so where are we at? Number 98 on 8 things. I'm not even sure what number. All right. All right. Refuse to believe what you want is impossible. Refuse to believe what you want is impossible. Okay, now, given the laws of God, given the laws of nature, like you can't fight gravity, you can't fight how the world turns, and that if it applies to the nature and the beliefs of God, and it applies to the beliefs and laws of nature, you can do damn near anything you want. So refuse to believe whatever you want inside of you is impossible. Because if it falls into those two laws where it doesn't define the law, or it doesn't break the law of God, and it doesn't break the law of nature, well, then it can be done by you and me and anybody else that you want to share that with. All right. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, and if anything I'm talking about here on this live doesn't make sense, or you have a disagreement, that is totally cool, and I welcome it. Throw it into the chat, and I will answer your question or give you some type of rebuttal, probably in a positive light, because, I'm not all about hate on social media. Whatever. Life as hard as it is, don't need to be going about causing more hate. Just saying. All right. Oh, this is a good one. And I have often talked about this with my daughter. Refuse to become overwhelmed. So don't become overwhelmed. It's easy, and it's an easy fallback, and that's an easy default mechanism to be falling back on, like, oh my gosh, it's way too much for me. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Look at all that laundry. I'm so overwhelmed. Well, you're not overwhelmed. you're putting yourself into a failure type mindset, which is not helpful for the situation, for yourself, for the psyche, or for figuring anything out. So, rather than being overwhelmed, be like, okay, this is a new situation that I am gonna be dealing with. Um, wow, let's take this one bit at a time and figure it out. I'm going to put my figure it outness brain on and figure out, trying to not be overwhelmed rather than just throw up my hands and like total defeat and be like, I'm overwhelmed. I can't figure it out. That helps nobody, nor does it help yourself, nor is it any kind of production towards the situation of whatever you may be in. You're not overwhelmed. It might just be a lot of information all at the same time where you just take a step back and process it and figure it out. It's not overwhelming. Nothing's overwhelming. You can figure it out. All right. Oh, and this is the last one on this live. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys have been taking notes and like writing all these down. If you haven't been taking notes and writing all these down and you've thought that there was some type of value to it, go ahead, throw me a DM or a comment that you want this, and I will send you the list and you can like go through it yourself personally and make it an application towards your life, which, geez, why wouldn't you do that? It seems to make sense that anything else in here is applicable to a lot of situations. And if you need notes, go ahead, throw me a DM. I'll definitely share this with you. Okay, last but not least, refuse to stop learning, developing, and growing yourself. Oh my God, this is huge. This is huge for me. I try every single day to learn something, whether it's via reading a book. I got stacks of books. Whether it's podcasts, I have a list of people I love listening to. Whether it's, growing as a person, like challenging myself, never stop learning and growing and trying to develop yourself. That is almost paramount and key. And man, all we have is time right now. And so this has been a perfect opportunity, actually, if you were to implement learning and growing and developing yourself. And hey, let's be honest, you still have time, because who knows when these interesting times are over. And until then, what else are you going to do? You can only clean the house so many times. I hope you took notes. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions or comments, get at me. I will definitely send you my list. Or if you want some one-on-one time, for sure, I got it, because I got a lot of time right now. All right. Thank you very much. Till next time, Ryan J. Make it an epic day and epic evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay mentally focused and positive.